So now we are live now.
Okay, ma'am. May I begin?
Yes, please.
Yes, carry on.
A very good and delighted evening to all the ladies and gentlemen present over here. I am Aisha Tiwari, the moderator of today's program, organized by iSPELL Forum. This poetry recitation session is the 19th literary event being organized by iSPELL India, the Indian Society for the Promotion of English Language and Literature, aims to focusing and provide a common platform to budding poets as well as the established ones for the continuous growth of English language and literature in India. iSPELL is a pan-Indian society established with a motto facilitate to elevate the taste and bliss in the field of English language and literature. Considering emerging trends in the field of English language and literature, it is the need of the hour to blend the trends and mend the minds. iSPELL is a people's platform to share and impart expertise of a renewed academicians and of its members to the fraternity and the stakeholders. The society believes that one can improve and elevate his or her abilities once opportunities are made available. Potential is always there. The need is to bring it out from the margin of the center. Now, it's time to welcome the master of ceremonies of our today's program, the Nurul Hoda. Nurul Hoda is a research scholar in English literature from Pandit Ravi Shankar Shukla University. He has completed his graduations, that is honors in English from Kalyan University, West Bengal, and then he has done his master's, that is MA in English Literature from Guru Ghasidas Central University, Bilaspur. And currently, he is pursuing his PhD from Pandit Ravi Shankar Shukla University. Nurul sir, please welcome to the platform.
Audio is.
Nurul sir, am I audible to you?
Sorry, as you actually muted. No problem.
Okay.
Am
Welcome,
I audible
sir.
now? Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
are audible. You are audible.
Thank you.
Please proceed further.
Thank you, ma'am. And I also welcome you too as the moderator of this event.
Thank you, sir.
Miss IOC Theory, ma'am is a poet and an assistant professor of English from Raipur, Chhattisgarh itself. I, Nurul Hoda, cordially welcome you all to this 19th Sunday Sahitya Satsang powered by iSPELL. Being the master of ceremonies, I am very excited and delighted as well to introduce you our today's topic, iSPELL's creativity through poetry. Poetry has been the essence of creative thinking through language. As William Wordsworth says, poetry is the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. It takes its origin from emotion recollected in tranquility. And as long as there is human passions and emotions, there is creativity and poetry. And poetry always is at its prior state for its power to spellbound us with melody and word power. Now, to spellbound our souls through poetry, I will invite today's poets of iSPELL one by one. And let me inform you that we have an anonymous poet also who will recite his or her poem at the end. Every poet will have 8 minutes to present their poems, and it being a multilingual poetry recitation session, the poets have to explain them in English with its background if the poems are in other local languages. Now, I am going to invite our first poet, Dr. Chamta Chaudhary ma'am. She is assistant professor and head, Department of English, School of Social Sciences and Humanities, Kota. She is going to recite her short poems. Dr. Chaudhary ma'am, now the stage is yours. Please.
Thank you, sir. It's indeed a pleasure to be amidst all such good poets. And It's an honor that I have been given this platform. When I first joined this iSPELL, the first meeting which I joined was of the poets only. And I was very much fascinated by the way they wrote the poetries. This is my, you can say, I have written poetry, but this is where I'll be writing. I've written on first collection of my poems, and I'm reading out for the honor of the poets which are joining me. The title is Poet, Emotional Abundance with Brain, penning down infinite joyful trains, carving a niche with expressions, erasing everyone's depressions. Characters forming their own feast, each poem a beautiful treat. Their words have their own arena, their own aura, amalgamation of words as plethora. I'm not one among them. I am not one among them, but truly a die-hard fan. Try to emulate with my emotions, writing down with my exuberance, with my equations. I am not one among them, but truly a die-hard fan. This was my first poem when I started writing down, and I feel that the poets are really, when they are penning down, they are truly showing or expressing their emotions. And I feel one thing which comes in my mind is that the poet's mind is very fragile, and it's like a fizz of time. Conceiving a poem needs alertness and imagination. My second poem is about when we are with our family and how we enjoy to be together. Awesome to be together. This is the topic or the title of my poem. Second poem. Fresh morning with brewing masala tea, twinkling laughter, family and me, sharing healthy fruits and mocktails, perching parakeets and peacock on the rail. Family having fantabulous time together, sharing lemon amidst Scott heather, enjoying lasagna noodles and marjola cheese, revering and reversing the time clock, making most with no fee. Social media and Twitter are in attraction amidst family, endearing interaction. Toasted with happiness at close quarters, praying for safety from whatsoever. This is my family. We are awesome to be together. In this lockdown, we had many emotions, many experiences. Once what happened was, like, WhatsApp is the program which gives you interactive field. And in this, what happened that once by chance, I clicked in my group, in my schoolmates group, and it was something which we had never thought of. And that interaction that we had made me pen down these 6 lines. My soulmates, chirping like birds, nested in different worlds. My birds, I adore you. Yesterday, sudden meeting, excited, vibrated greetings. Just time just flew. So this was something which was suddenly penned down when we had an interaction. And I felt. My next poem is a experience which I have now and then experienced, that maybe I'm not very much expressive, or maybe I'm not very interactive with my fellow beings or with my friends. So sometimes I do feel that I have been left behind. So this poem was conceived when I was in that particular moment. My topic or title is, Why Am I Not Blessed? Friends are a blessing. Oh God, hear me aloud. Is there something missing? Praises and secrets shared never have been paired. I ruminate why friends are disinclined, aspiring for my failure blast. Never were my feelings gleaned. Do I awe them with my smile? Fluttering within with nervousness wild. Searching for trust and hope. Sparkle of success still a secret. Am I so bad or worse? Nope. Struggling to understand everyone. Never in deeds hurt anyone. False smiles lead me to solitude. Hard to bridge the chasm. Trying to build an emotional fortitude. Clinging to adage, win and fin. Reasoning is still a dead end. Wish them glow and grow. I will always cherish them, extending helping hand and true. Keeping aside my apprehensions, search for a friend will go on and on. So this was when I felt that there are some things. Now, in this particular next poem of mine, I have given that nature is something which is beyond comparison. Oh, nature, beautiful nature made me wonder, can it bring such a blunder? In this corona world, I think it's suitable for me to recite this poem. Happy times have eloped away, for friends and foe feel the sway. Isolated paths are traversed on, goals and definitions unknown sworn. In my heart, I do feel earthlings die to meet the zeal. Loneliness stretches far for miles, desire to embrace secret smiles. Nature, bring back our peace. All of us can meet at ease. We shall be one with you. Electric moments are overdue. The years was full of uncertainties, full of ambiguities and complexities. Fear and tear flowed everywhere. Sleepless nights turned into fear. Test of humanity and love felt. Extended hell and strategies melt. Soaring hope to have a few better world shall elevate the difficulties with better mold. So this was, I felt that it was a cry for me, for nature. And there are two small poems.
Ma'am,
It is
I
up?
think, yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the last 3 lines I'll say and then I'll wind up. This is my expression of happiness. The title is also happiness. As divine ray touch honeydew, hills take on a tawny hue, aromatic coffee I brew. Thank you all for giving me this platform. I am really indebted to iSPELL for having us on this stage. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Now I am going to invite our next poet, Mr. Rakesh Digraskar. He is a senior lecturer of English at Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh. He is present here with his ghazals, actually. Rakesh sir, now the stage is yours. Hello.
Hello.
Am I audible? Yeah.
No, video is not. Okay. Now it's okay. Thank you. I welcome you all and my greetings to my fellow members of iSPELL. I'm going to recite a ghazal and it consists couplets. Okay, and every couplet can carry a different independent thought. And at the last couplet, the poet arranges his or her name. So I'm going to start my ghazal, the first couplet. It is in simple Hindi and some Urdu words. Okay. So, उसकी काली गहरी आंखों में भूल भुलैया है. उसकी काली गहरी आंखों में भूल भुलैया है. सपनों का संसार खुशी की ताता थैया है. उसकी काली गहरी आंखों में भूल भुलैया है. सपनों का संसार खुशी की ताता थैया है. मत गुमान करना हस्ती पर रेत है मुट्ठी की. मत गुमान करना हस्ती पर रेत है मुट्ठी की. काल के सागर में हर धड़कन डगमग नैया है. तू जो मुझको हासिल है तो सब कुछ हासिल है, तू जो मुझको हासिल है तो सब कुछ हासिल है, तेरे बिन हर सांस शनि का एक अड़हिया है। शेर देखिए कि दिन और बादल तारे जुगनू रात की बिजली भी, दिन और बादल तारे जुगनू रात की बिजली भी, बिन उसके इन सब का बोलो कौन नचैया है, बिन उसके इन सब का बोलो कौन नचैया है। और देखिए कि सुख के संगी साथी कितने, सुख के संगी साथी कितने, दुख में तन्हाई, और दुख पड़ने पर काम जो आए दादा भैया है। हर संसार के झंझावात में दुनिया उलझी है, हर संसार के झंझावात में दुनिया उलझी है, मेरे मोहन तुम बिन मेरा कौन खिवैया है। और this is the last one which carries my pen name. My pen name is Ranjan. I write with the name Ranjan. So Mir Nazir, Kabir और रंजन, मीर नजीर, कबीर और रंजन बात जो कहते हैं, तोल मोल के परखोगे तो लाख रुपया है। So this was my first ghazal. Second one I'm going to recite. This has a few Urdu words. I hope most of you will understand it easily. हको अमल पे सांसों की हुक्मरानी तो हो, हको अमल पे सांसों की हुक्मरानी तो हो, हर खास व आम में आंख का पानी तो हो। हको अमल पे, हको अमल की सांसों पे हुक्मरानी तो हो, हर खास व आम में आंख का पानी तो हो। नफरत के चलते फिरते इश्तिहारों पर, नफरत के चलते फिरते इश्तिहारों पर शऊर और फिक्र की मेहरबानी तो हो। नफरत के चलते फिरते इश्तिहारों पर शऊर और फिक्र की मेहरबानी तो हो। खुलूस व इखलाक की तस्वीर बन के मिल के, सेल्फलेस, सी मी मीट मी विथ सेल्फलेस फीलिंग। खुलूस व इखलाक की तस्वीर बन के मिल, तुझे देखने समझने में आसानी तो हो। खुलूस व इखलाक की तस्वीर बन के मिल, तुझे देखने समझने में आसानी तो हो। उनको जब देखूं तो खुद को भूल जाऊं, उनको जब देखूं तो खुद को भूल जाऊं, जिंदगी में ये नादानी भी तो हो, जिंदगी में ये भी नादानी तो हो। और शेर देखेंगे, उनकी यादें मुझको कर दे मुस्तरिब, मीन रेस्टलेस, मुस्तरिब मीन्स रेस्टलेस। उनकी यादें मुझको कर दे मुस्तरिब, साथ मेरे कुछ परेशानी तो हो। उनकी यादें मुझको कर दे मुस्तरिब, साथ मेरे कुछ परेशानी तो हो। और ये आखिरी शेर है, मेरे ऐबों को दिखाए रूबरू, मेरे ऐबों को दिखाए रूबरू, ऐसा कोई दुश्मने जानी तो हो, ऐसा कोई दुश्मने जानी तो हो। There was a ghazal which was published in Lubs. The magazine published from Delhi. They in fact gave us one line, and on that line, on that rhyme, we had to write ghazal. So I had also sent it, and my ghazal got published there. So the line was, रोने से कर देगा वो, कर दिया आजाद तो सही याद किया. That was the line. खामोशी. Okay, so I will recite a few lines, few couplets according to my memory. So the first one is, रोने से कर देगा वो आजाद क्या, रोने से कर देगा वो आजाद क्या, कर दिया आजाद तो सयाद क्या. रोने से कर देगा वो आजाद क्या, कर दिया आजाद तो सयाद क्या. In fact, I'm not remembering those couplets. Let us. I have 2 more minutes, so I want to continue. Let us start a new one. सहारे के लिए तिनके बहुत हैं. सहारे के लिए तिनके बहुत हैं, अगरचे राह में खतरे बहुत हैं. सखावत के तेरे, सखावत मीन्स बेनिवोलेंस, सखावत के तेरे चर्चे बहुत हैं, फकीर इस शहर में रहते बहुत हैं. नजर से यूं उतर जाओ जिगर तक, नजर से यूं उतर जाओ जिगर तक, कहे धड़कन कि आप अच्छे बहुत हैं. जमाने में रहे बेनाम लेकिन, जमाने में रहे बेनाम लेकिन, रिश्ते दर्द के गहरे बहुत हैं. ये रिश्ते दर्द के गहरे बहुत हैं. सुकूने दिल न मिलना था न पाया, सुकूने दिल न मिलना था न पाया, हम उनकी याद में तड़पे बहुत हैं. सुकून दिल मिलना था न पाया, हम उनकी याद में तड़पे बहुत हैं. और शेर बहुत खास तौर पर, यकीनन एक ही मंजिल है लेकिन, यकीनन एक ही मंजिल है लेकिन, मुसाफिर के लिए रास्ते बहुत हैं. यस प्लीज
Sir, please wind up, please. It's ends.
it's
Time
it's
ends.
6 minutes only.
Yeah.
Okay, I will wind up. Okay, that's all for the day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Robert Frost says that writing free verse is like playing tennis with the net down. Moving forward with our next talented poet, Dr. Lieutenant Indrani M.R. She is Assistant Professor of English, SBRR Mahajana First Grade College, Mysuru, Karnataka. Ma'am, welcome you and please take up the stage. Hello, ma'am.
Nurul, if she is not there, you can invite the other person.
Okay, then I would like to invite Dr. Monisha Singh, ma'am, who is a senior teacher
Just a
of
minute.
English. Yeah.
Nurul, he's there. She's there, but perhaps there is a problem in her connection.
Okay.
She is very much there. Just let's wait for 2 minutes. If she doesn't,
Ma'am, we can
problem.
continue. Ma'am, we can continue with other person. She'll take her chance later.
Okay,
Ma'am?
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think that's better suggestion. I think.
Manisha, yeah.
So
Yes.
Manisha
Please
Singh,
continue.
she is a senior teacher of English at NKVI College, Lucknow. Welcome, ma'am. Now the stage is yours. Please. Hello, ma'am. You are not audible, ma'am. I think
No, she has not.
unmuted herself. Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. You are audible now. Yeah.
Thank you, Nurul, and thank you, Jyoti Patilman, for inviting me for this event. I am feeling very honored to share the platform with such great poets. And I'm just trying to express my verses which I have written. Hope you will like it. So my first poem is Contemplation. Om, in itself, a supreme being, a whole universe, its discourse, definition, and perfection, has ever contemplated to sigh at the sight of its extreme exception with all its perfection. Oh no, never at all, as its quintessentialism is implicit and rational. But the neo paradigms of abduction, lust, and animosity is full-fledging its architectural wings, engulfing the whole lot of so-called supreme animal. Oh, this term has become too stale, and only its fossils are preserved as specimens in laboratories, museums, and classics. My next poem is Quest Within. It goes this way. Should I do or not? Is it right or wrong? There's a quest within. Am I me or not? She thought it day and night. Was she ruined in life? Has the quest begun or it wasn't end? It's the part of life. Why don't she understand whom to decide? It's unfair to decide whom to condemn. Those days which have passed by maybe still return. What role should be again? Or will it just an end? Helpless she always felt, and still she feels again. Should she face it all? Just as gentle rain, the drops which fall on earth and loses all its mirth as it evaporates, just to quench the thirst, or to recollect and go on passing by, to be a part of snow, snow in solitude. That's the best escape, to be quest free and then the chase will end. Such end is not supposed by him who has composed this our poetic life, which forms an elegy, a lament of my own. The quest for mental peace, the quest for contentment and self-deemed confidence, with for which I long. Love with emotions, spirits may submerge. Take a dip in love, may again redeem, and see her there within the showers of love blessings, peaceful contentment, helpful understanding, love with spiritualism. My next poem is Success. Will I be successful in my destination of being an ideal human, an exemplary icon with a calm and cheerful smile, which can be the only reward for me, with fulfilled responsibilities, with no more laxity now on? But may it not be a case of self disillusionment and rid me of my whole existence and rid me of my whole treasure in giving pleasure and bearing distress. Oh, those sensuous medley of the harmony of those sensual touches which kindles the passions with a fiery contact are contrast filled with duty and right and move throughout with all its might. Success is not in being suppressed at cost of all and be depressed. Success is only thus achieved when we feel joy in others' joy, when we get peace to give comfort, when our heart is glad at others' rise, when there is relief in someone's pain. Yes, this is truth of humanity. This is just missing in the human beings. Let's take a vow to be human and do the job for which we are sent, to spread the peace, love, compassion. This is the soul of everyone, and be successful in real sense. Get enlightenment for everyone. Thank you for your patience listening. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for finishing it in time. I think Lieutenant Indrani ma'am has joined. Am I audible, ma'am? Are you here?
Yes, yes. I'm here. Good
Yes,
evening.
yes. Yes, yes. So, Baso said, in my view, a good poem is one in which the form of the verse and the joining of its parts seems light as a swallow river flowing over its sandy bed. So with this, I would like to introduce, I would like to welcome our next talented poet, Dr. Lieutenant Indrani M.R. She is Assistant Professor of English, SBRR Mahajana First Grade College, Mysuru, Karnataka. Ma'am, please take the stage, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It really gives me good evening, everyone.
Ma'am has tremendous
Particular
network problem.
platform. So I take this immense pleasure to recite my poem. For the first time I have tried. It is all about living to love. The title of the poem is Living to Love. Continuation with all those human qualities, and it would be an extension of this particular thing. Many pertinent questions raise in me to know myself in this art journey of life, which traverses different paths. What am I searching for? Searching for those superimposed, evanescent emotions, inherent bliss to envelop, to love or to deceive, and love rises high as respite. Searching for embodiment of compassion was an illusory pleasure of my supreme world, drawn in the deepest waves of life. To hold, to unseen, unfelt, extreme fantasy, this was an elation. Perceive that one who is there is not with me, lived, loved, believed, trusted, experienced, waited, and waiting still. It made my heart so cozy. Million tears I've shed, cursing this life. Loving to live with that supreme feel, deceived true emotions for long years. Missing the purest, infinite love I deserve. Walking alone, I sulk, steps tremble, waiting for the love which loves. Found one who held gift of treasure to treasure forever. Yes, it's my world of fantasy, my Eden garden of peace and solace. A blissful blossom did bloom in me, is love, maximized, multi-folded happiness, strings the pleasure of love to live. Life seemed to be alluring to feel the truth, to accept the fact of fantasies. To accept the fact of fantasies, the world of love. Love is so evocative, it's protective and optimistic. It's unbidden, beckoning me, offering me a divine serenity, cling my heart if I think of him. Fresh wind blows my tired horse out of his unspoken words, felt an eternal quest, an exhort happiness intransient. Yet in the still of darkness, his presence and absence means a lot. And deep within a hidden secret, loving beyond his love is an epic. But he is elusive. Fail to hold him, the time is an answer. Fail to hold him, the time is an answer. The most magical breeze of life is fantasy, where heartbeats synced, but thoughts didn't. Yes, the most magical breeze of life is fantasy, where heartbeats synced, but thoughts didn't. And the truth within, loving to live and living to love, was taught by him. The truth of living, pure love, is no more a hidden secret. Thanks for your patience listening. This was my first attempt to write a poem. Do run in. These are my emotions in tranquility, which I really felt like penning it. And all that credit goes to a person whom we actually love. Love could be interpreted in many ways, but I feel this is what love for me is: living to love and loving to live. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for finishing it in time.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Matthew Arnold says, poetry is simply the most beautiful, impressive, and widely effective mode of saying things, and hence its importance. Moving forward now, I invite Ms. Swati Bosu, an assistant professor, Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, Institute of Management Science, Kolkata. Ma'am, please, stage is yours, please.
Thank you, Nurul sir. Thank you, iSPELL, Ghanshyam sir, and Jyoti madam. This is my maiden attempt in poetry, and I would definitely try to do justice to it. It is in Bengali, and which will be followed by the translation in English. In Bengali, the title is Songjog. নতুন বছর নতুন আশা আধচেনা এক ছন্দে ভাষা উৎসাহে ও উদ্দীপনায় হঠাৎ রঙিন মন ইচ্ছে করে হারিয়ে যেতে খেয়াল খুশির ভুল ভুলিতে রামধনু রং সাত রঙা মন হঠাৎ আলোর চকমকিতে যত দ্বিধা দ্বন্দ্ব ছিল এক লহমায় ফুরিয়ে গেল অতিমারির প্রলয় নাচন এই ছিল এই চলে গেল এবার তবে গড়ার পালা গাঁথো এবার ফুলের মালা জীবন রথে চলার গান ধরবো সবাই মেলাও তান 16 lines poem which celebrates the transition or the juncture of the pandemic and I won't say post-pandemic, but we are still trying to cope with the situation. But it can be viewed as readers' response says that everything can be viewed from different angles. So it could also be considered from various perspectives. So the translation in English, the title is In Conjunction. There is a hyphen in between conjunction. It goes like this. New year with new hopes floats along a half-known rhythm. Curiosity and excitement flashes deep inside the colored mind, wishes again to escape a brow-beaten force into that dazzle of maze. The mind, painted with the colors of rainbow, is weaved by the gleams of light. The air is thick with cataclysm, tossing its way. The chill of the winter is warmed. New hopes harbinger the spring that beamed like a flash. Let us embrace and stand again from the jostling jaws of that fiery agent to the radiance of the hallowed light. Let us read a garland, alive, anew. As the dawn of the day breaks, melodies keep humming through the dusty fog from the chariot of life. Thank you. Thank you, iSPELL. This is really, it was tough time, but I tried to manage. I hope I could do justice to the purpose or the objective of this forum. Well, this, as I said, it could be interpreted in various perspectives. So it is up to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Very nice poem in Bengali also. Dylan Thomas says, poetry is what
You,
in
sir.
a poem makes you laugh, cry, prickle, be silent, makes your toenails twinkle, makes you want to do this or that or nothing. Our next poet, Dr. Ashok Sachdeva, who is a professor of English, Mata Jijabai Government Girls PG College, Indore. I hand over this virtual platform to Dr. Sachdeva, sir. Sir, please. Hello. Please unmute yourself, sir, please.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
My dear friend, Dr. J. Ghanshyam, the president of iSPELL's, Dr. Jyoti Patil, madam. A very good evening to all of you and all the participants here. I actually had a book edited and translated as Web of Times, but which was written by Rajendra Mishra, which I translated and edited. This is the poem of Dr. Padma Singh, who was a professor of Hindi, a renowned poet, and also she was the principal and the director of Bhasha Dinshala Department of Languages in Devi Ahlia University. This time I have chosen to read her poems translated by me in English. The title of her poem in Hindi is Wah Jo Tumhare Bhitar Hai, but I'm reading in English and my title is Who Conferred the Rights Upon You? You have the right, sign of exclamation. You may pick and choose as and when you want, sign of exclamation. You yell, cry, and shriek at your own sweet whims. And if it be your wish, you would crush the blooming, budding flowers even. Something that instigates you, that from within you, nasty, sits so quiet. Can you thus not put the handcuffs of fire onto the river? Cut into pieces all the fragrances. Drive nails into the windows of air. Drive nails into the windows of air. See her imagery. You can command the earth to sing, and thus it did sing. It means it did comply with you. Moist and damp were earth's eyes thus, and you called it a lake. You can command it, catching the fish of lights, fishing on the lights of illumination. You did often drag down the sun into oceans and cover wrapping up with the nights. You sunbathed in deep chaos. You have the rights to convert sound into shrieks. You desire, you can strew up dreams into pieces. You desire and you can strew up dreams into pieces. But who gave the rights that you can do as you please? So this was one of the poems, Who Gave You the Right. Now I'm reading another poem from hers, Scare Me Not. Scare me away, not anymore. Scare me away, not anymore. Just a minute. Scare me away, not anymore. Your celebrated violence. You seem to be in a frenzied hysteria when you proclaim to be my savior, the one who swam me here out of torrents of floods out there. How your own palms turn down so moist and damp, and downpours the blood in the eyes when cuckoo bird is singing a melodious song and chanting divine hymns to you who finds it mere sound and fury, dissonant and tuneless, and butterflies unmusical too. You left no stone unturned to hide the sun. You are a peak and pinnacle of mountain. The kissing zenith is struggling to touch the sky. You push me down the deep ocean. You push me down the deep ocean. You push me down into the deep ocean. You smirk and laugh still louder. You guffaw and hee-haw as an ark. All clouds, winds, and oceans, as they all seem at the mercy of your gestures, are at the mercy of your commands. You find butterflies utterly colorless and the nightingale unmelodious. And mounting upon the pinnacle, you find this earth quite dwarf. But can you still touch the high skies? So this was another poem which was entitled Scare Me Thus Not. That her title was Tum Utre Nahi Zameen Par. And I think I still have time. And last poem I'm reading.
3 minutes, sir. We are having 3 minutes. Yeah.
3 minutes. It is the Dealers in the Dreams. Dealers in the Dreams. means sapno ke sodagar. This is hot. Yeah, this is the last poem I'm reading. There's no dearth in the country of those who sell dreams. There's no dearth of those who sell dreams in the country, and there are even more buyers. And if there were no buyers of dreams, there would have been no bitterness in the voices. There would have been no holes in the stones. Oceans wouldn't die so thirsty, and there could be no skies so replete with dark smoke. Dreams of love, hopes, and dreams of fragrances, dreams of transforming days into nights and nights into days. They sell like hot cakes, float in the eyes like clouds, then mix, merge, and melt into sighing sobs flow away in naked nights. Those who have no time to listen to songs divine of starry nights, those who have no courtesy for acquaintance with sunny gleams, their pockets are stuffed with words, salads, and currency clicker. To explore fire and dead sensations is likened to digging rivers of milk in mountain of iron. Rates are tearing into pieces the identity of dreams. In the hope of a miracle, I have knocked on the doors of huts, HUTS. In the hope of miracle, I have knocked on the doors of huts, and wandering like a bird amidst the wild dense forests, kept digging the barren, sterile wasteland, and the sun kept on dying at each of the milestone in the excuse of illumination. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I hope I finished well within the time. Thank you,
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Dr. Jyoti
Yes, sir.
and my bosom friend Ghansham sir. For here I'm smiling for you, Ghansham sir. I hope my smile is okay.
Yes, sir. Your smile is now wonderful.
Yes, sir. Yes. Yours too, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Magical person. Charismatic. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. Wonderful. Wallace Stevens says, the poet is the priest of the invisible. The poet is the priest of the invisible. Now, Mr. Subhra Roy, he is postgraduate teacher in a higher secondary school in Tripura, is going to recite his poems. He is our last but not the least. There is an unnamed poet who is going to recite his or her poems and surprise us after Mr. Roy, sir. Stay tuned. Welcome, Roy, sir.
Nurul,
Now the platform is yours. Yeah.
Nurul.
Yes,
He
sir.
is Miss Shubhra Rai.
Oh, Miss Subhra Rai. Actually, I thought Mr. Okay, sorry. And thank you for the correction. Miss Subhra Roy, ma'am, now the stage is yours. Please recite your poems. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And thanks to iSPELL for giving me the chance to be a part of this event. Hello, everyone. I will be reciting three poems of mine titled Shades of Nothingness, Time, and Haiku. So here is the first one. Shades of Nothingness. No place to hide, no pace to glide, no stone to turn, no oil to burn, no man to blame, no fire to flame, no thunder to steal, no wounds to heal, no phoenix to rise, no sibyl so wise. Call it nada or kneel, it's moving to stand still. Thick with smoke and thin with emptiness, dispersed dreams are shreds of nothingness. The next poem is titled Time. Time melts down the wall to meet the flow. After spring comes the fall, that's all we seem to know. Now a blob or then a bubble, time deceives with its state. Be it a marvel or a rubble, time seals its very fate. The poet challenges the time, so believes the bard. But rust touches the rhyme when it storms really hard. Time steals and time reels. It affects the verb. Time wheels and time heals. It traps in its warp. Okay, so the last one is a haiku. This is, in fact, hello.
Shubhra, can you switch on your video?
Actually, sir, I'm not quite comfortable with the video turned on. Will it
Be
really matter?
comfortable. Be comfortable, because Nurul has said unnamed poet, and you have become invisible poet. Right.
So,
Be comfortable. The
due to
stage is
certain
yours.
reasons, yeah.
Unnamed poet is yet to come.
So, can I continue with the video stand off?
Okay, continue.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, please continue. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Okay, the last one is titled haiku. In fact, this is the first haiku that I have tried my hands at. So here it goes. Stars lay still on the water till the breeze whistled through. They bobbed on and off till the twilight still they grew. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Subhra Roy ma'am. And I'm sorry that I thought you. Okay, no problem. Thank you very much. It was a nice poem indeed. Robert Frost says, like a piece of ice on a hot stove, the poem must ride on its own melting. Wow. Finally, we will listen to the unnamed poet who is known to none until he or she unmute himself or herself. Sir or ma'am, whosoever it is, please turn on your video and recite your poem or poems after your short introduction. Please unmute yourself and take up the stage, please.
Good evening, everyone. Am I audible and visible?
Yeah, loud, very loud and clear.
Yes,
Please
yes.
continue.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. My name is Shreya Iyengar, and I'm a second year student of Bachelor's in Business Administration from Nirma University, Ahmedabad. And I'm so thankful for iSPELL for providing me this platform to express my views. And this is the first time that I'm reciting my poem, so I'm a bit nervous because I'm in front of such distinguished professors of the language itself. So bear with me, and I hope I don't disappoint you with all the expectations that the host has built about the unnamed poet. So I hope that I don't disappoint your expectations. So I'll be reciting two poems. The first one is titled The Question, and it is about the question that I think all the poets and writers and creative people go through and encounter every now and then in their life. I wrote it when I was kind of facing a writer's block and I was not able to write. I was not able to get a topic to write on. So this is what I've written. What do I write today? I ask myself. Do I write about the moon, the stars, the rainbows, or about the aftermath of a war? Should I write about how love is stronger than anything, or should I write about how colossal hate is ruining everything? Every day, I ask myself, what do I write today? And the answer always comes from within, from the doors that I've shut and the windows laden with dust. The answer is always write what you feel like, write what you want to preach, write about a story you want to be heard, write about the experiences you want to be shared. And so I write, or at least I try, because someone once said that a pen is mightier than the sword, and I'm not skilled enough to use a sword. Thank you. My second poem is titled The Last Goodbye, and there was no particular backstory about writing it. I was just thinking about goodbyes and how painful they get. So these are just some random thoughts about goodbyes, and it goes like, in another world, some other day, when the moon is full and the sky is gray, you look at me straight into the eye. I wait for you to say your last goodbye. Hearts beating faster than thunder. What is the reason? I wonder. Even the nature stands here to deny your last goodbye. But there you go, without uttering a word, and my heart clinches like it's stabbed by a sword. Leaves me wondering why. Why didn't I deserve your last goodbye? Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Very nice, Shreya. Stephen Spender says that great poetry is always written by somebody straining to go beyond what he can do. Now, I cordially invite the chairperson of today's session, Captain Professor Vasudev Paul, sir. Professor Vasudev Paul has been teaching English literature at the UG level under North Bengal University Parimal Mitra Smriti Mahavidyalaya, PMSM, Malbajar, in the Western Duars, West Bengal, India, has been his intellectual posture, grazing on the mead of intellectuality since 1986. He possesses no slapping narrative to tell of. He comes of a simple desire to be a relentless pursuit in life. Sir, please share your observations and comment on the session. Please, thank you. Over to you, sir. Paul, sir. With this, I would like to hand over the stage to Miss. Okay. Sir, please unmute yourself. We can't hear you. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Am I
Now
hearing?
the stage is yours, sir. Please.
Am I hearing you?
Yeah. Audible.
Okay.
Very loud and clear. Yeah.
So it's customary to extend my heartfelt thankfulness to Dr. Jyoti Patil. Actually, her insistence and her supererogatory approach, I repeat, her supererogatory approach overwhelmed not for the declamation some of our scholar friends will make today. I am happy for I have been given such a topic of discussion that inspires me in a creative way. And before summarizing, I should say something. I will give two examples. Quoting Shelley, I say, our sweetest songs are those that tell a saddest thought. When I was a kid, when I read these lines for the first time, I could not understand. And gradually, I realized, I understood. Man is never satisfied with the present. I am not satisfied with the present. But sweetest songs that tell of saddest thought, Rabindranath Tagore says, যে সঙ্গীতে আছে বিষাদের সুর সে সঙ্গীত কত না মধুর. This is poetry. I got inspiration from this Shelleyan statement. Actually, man is a festive creature. We play cold when it is hot. We play hot when it is cold, actually seeking what is not. This is creativity. And I want to quote one line from Shakespeare's Twelfth Night. Olivia was exceptionally beautiful, but she vowed not to marry in life. As Shakespeare said,
it's 6 o'clock.
Mother Nature herself painted your skin so white and your lips so red. My lady, you would be the cruelest woman alive if you let your beauty die with you, with no children to inherit your good looks for future generations to enjoy. I think this is poetry. And today I have, due to audio disturbance, I could not hear properly, but yes, the poets have recited their poems. Some of them are really excellent. Yes, Kamata Chaudhary, actually I could not hear her from the audio problem, but somehow we have been experiencing during this lockdown is still going on. So many experiences we have gathered, and through the poems, the poets have tried to highlight their experiences, their recapitulation and all. Dikshakar sir, he recited some ghazals very beautifully, and I could not hear nicely. Indrani madam, intonation was very nice, and the theme of the poems good. Manisha Singh, Quest Within, very beautiful topic. Actually, the poet at heart, quest for identity, and she has tried to quest for something unattainable in this life. This is, you know, what is unattainable attracts us most, and that is iconographically visible. I feel the warmth of spring even in the winter, basking with the intellectual. I create the vibes of creativity within the threshold of imagination and realism. Creativity does not blaze forth from the space, but it pisses in every moment. We talk, we look, we see, we feel, we dream, we act and react. The moment I share with you is a shared creativity being born with the poetry of communication. This is creativity, I feel. Indian Society for the Promotion of English Language and Literature is doing very good, and with it, Dr. Jyoti Patel has been, synonymous with the unit. I am very much thankful, and such kind of, meeting is very good. But if it does not go to the contrary, I suggest, had the poems been with me, I could have given a beautiful feedback right now only. And since audio visual problem, I could not hear also properly, and I am unable to give you good feedback. But yes, most of the poets, almost all, they put in their best to bring out the best. And last, a student, she did well. Moon is full, sky is gray, and she beautifully said, beautifully recited. I am very glad. And Shubhra Royce, no. Some madam from Kolkata, he recited Bengali. I understand Bengali also. And she recited beautifully. Songjok. Songjok means conjunction.
Yeah.
Very nice. Thank you. And I have been fortunate to listen to different types of poems, even haiku. Very nice. And I would request Dr. Jyoti Patil to organize such, amalgamation, such meeting frequently. And most of all, I should request first, before reciting, if the poet briefly synopsize about the poem, it becomes easier for the audience to understand. Otherwise, I am talking a lot of problems. I am doing everything, but it is falling short. It is falling flat upon the audience. That is not desirable. That is what I want to say. And the recitation actually is hardly intelligible to the audience. I think, and rightly think, that before recitation, the audience should physically get the poem the poet or any individual recites. Intonation also. What is the problem we face practically? You see, intonation is a great hurdle for different individuals, come from different location, and they pronounce syllables in their own way. Like you see, South Indian people pronounce without, and on the Northeastern people without. Education, schedule. So intonation differs from individual to individual. Anyway, taken together, we have a beautiful moment. We have heard a beautiful poems recited by different personalities. I am very glad. Thank you once more. Thank you, Dr. Jyoti Patil. Thank you, iSPELL. Thank you. Over to you, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Nicely summarized and commented well, and very truly commented, sir. Thank you very much. With this, I would like to hand over the stage to Miss Ayushi Tiwari, ma'am. Ma'am, please move forward. Over to you, ma'am, please.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So now we are moving to the last phase of our today's program. After hearing from you all, now it's time to present the certificates to our participants of today's program. So I would like to call on the stage to our first participant, Dr. Shamta Chaudhary. Ma'am has recited 4 poems, and ma'am, your poem, Why I Am Not Blessed. This is deeply connected me. Thank you for sharing this poetry with us. It is deep and lovely, and I really loved it. Your words are extremely beautiful. Congratulations, ma'am. Sir, please present the certificate to ma'am.
Yeah, that's it.
Ma'am, are you there? Shamta Chaudhary, ma'am.
Yes, I'm there.
Okay, ma'am. Congratulations,
Hello,
ma'am. I
good
just loved
evening.
your poetry. I just loved your poetry.
Thank you.
It's beautiful, awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Now, after Shamta, ma'am, I would like to call upon Rakesh sir. Rakesh sir has presented Ghazal. Sir, please welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. Now, after Rakesh sir, our third participant was Dr. Manisha Singh. Manisha ma'am, please come on the stage.
It was Indrani, please. Indrani madam.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Indrani ma'am was actually she was a third participant. Okay, fine. Indrani ma'am, please come on the stage.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. It means a lot.
Poetry was awesome, ma'am.
Thank
Living
you.
to love.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, the fourth participant, Dr. Manisha Singh. Ma'am, please come on the stage. Dr. Manisha Singh.
I'm really grateful for being here.
Ma'am, I just like the way you structured and tied your poetry. It was awesome.
Thank you.
You connected us from beginning till the end.
Thank you very much.
Okay, ma'am. Congratulations. The fifth poet, Dr. Ashok Sachdeva. Welcome, sir, and congratulations. Your poetry is amazing. Dr. Ashok Sachdeva, are you there, sir?
Thank you so much, Ayushi, for giving me the certificate. I'm so glad to receive it.
Now the seventh poet, Shubhra Roy. Miss Shubhra Roy. Ma'am, please welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
The invisible poet.
The invisible poet.
Shubhra Roy is missed. Yeah.
Shubhra Roy.
Swati Basu is missed. Swati Basu is missed before Ashoka sir.
Sorry. Yeah.
The poet
Swati
is the
Basu.
invisible priest also.
Okay. Swati Basu,
Please
ma'am.
go back.
Yeah. Swati Basu, ma'am, please come on the stage.
Thank you.
And you have told us you have recited the Bengali poetry. Bengali ma'am समझ तो नहीं आता है, but the title Sanjog, it's awesome. Or I have understood the translation. Your poetry, the Bengali poetry, has lightened up the room. Thank you for your immense support.
Thank you.
And the last
Thank you,
poet,
iSPELL.
the unnamed poet, Shreya Yangar. Please come on the stage, Shreya. Our unnamed poet, Shreya Yangar.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay. Now, after certificate distribution, it's time for vote of thanks. So,
no, we have our chairperson also,
yeah, ma'am.
MOC, and you as well.
Ji. Now, it's time to present the certificate to our chairperson, Captain Professor Basudev Paul, sir.
So nice of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And the Master of Ceremonies, please present your certificate too. Nurul Hoda sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you,
for making this evening delightful.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah. Thank you.
So after the certificate distribution ceremony, it's time to present the vote of.
It's next is yours.
Why are you
Yes.
forgetting yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, thank you,
Nurul
Team
can
iSPELL.
say few words.
I'm very grateful for this honor. Now, it's time to present the vote of thanks. On behalf of the organizing committee and the whole team of iSPELL, I would like to thank each and everyone, our chairperson, Captain Professor Basudev Paul sir, the event manager, Dr. Jyoti Patil ma'am, our founder, Dr. Ghanshayam Angar sir, the audience, the master of ceremonies for spending your precious time with us this evening and turn this evening to be a poetical and the unforgettable evening of this January 2021. I would like to express my thanks to all the core members of iSPELL who had given their immense support and this opportunity and help us to run this program in such a success. And also my sincerest and deepest thanks to Almighty God too. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You have made this evening very delightful. Thank you very much. My pranam to everyone. Now you may adjourn the session.